Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the Spellbinders wax seal of the month. This wax seal is called Made with Love, and the beads that came with it are royal blue. So you've got this beautiful handle and you've got the brass wax seal on the bottom, and then you have this plastic baggie with the wax seals. And I'm showing you how I store my wax seals. I have this little container that I got off of Amazon. When I get the little wax beads, I put a few of the new color that I get into this little container, and then I store it away. So it's very handy, and because they're see-through, makes it really nice. So what I'm going to do is put 4 of the beads in my little spoon, and I don't have a tea light candle, so what I use is my heat tool. So I go ahead and I get my heat tool and I warm up those beads until they melt, and it's easy. And you can do it this way, or if you have the little stove like I have, you can use a tea light candle underneath there. I didn't want the open flame, and my heat tool does a really good job of heating things up quickly. I'm using a silicone mat, and then I'm basically dumping that wax and then pressing down, applying pressure, letting it sit there for a few seconds, letting that impression sink in, and then removing. All right, and then I repeat. I add 3 more beads, and I go ahead and heat that up with my heat gun. The wax seal of the month is one of the newer clubs that's available through Spellbinders, and each month you will get a new brass wax seal, as well as handle and container of beads. And the beads will be different color. It'll be a variety. They'll decide when you get your kit, it'll be whatever color is featured that month. This month we've got this beautiful royal blue. I really like this color. So I'll go ahead and let's melt another one down here. I'll show you how quick and easy it is to melt these with your heat tool. Just be careful because the little spoon gets hot. Using the heat tool, make sure you're not touching the spoon. The spoon has a wooden handle, so that helps. And then you just press down. You just hold it there. Give it some pressure so it makes a nice deep impression. And then you can pull it up and you'll have that beautiful impression. I have some gold beads, and I'm going to put 2 gold beads in with the blue. Let me show you a close-up here of the sentiment. It says Made with Love. It has a heart. So you can see how some of them are thick, some of them are thin, depending on how much wax. I really like this one. It's nice and it's got a nice thick rim around it. But really, it's your own personal preference, how you like your wax beads. Sorry, my camera keeps going blurry. I'm actually using my new camera, which is an overhead camera, and I think it's working very well. I like this setup. So I take my little pokey tool and I stir the colors together, and I was hoping for sort of like gold blue swirls. And so let's see what it looks like. Now when you're pressing down, don't twist. So you can see there's that marbled impression. So it does have a nice marbled look to it. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 more of these gold beads in. All of these beads are available through Spellbinders. I'm going to stir it up with my little pokey tool, which later on I can clean that right off. You don't have to worry about that. That wax doesn't stick. You can always heat it up and peel it off. And then let's press down again with our wax seal. And like I said, I like to give it a nice deep impression. Don't move, don't twist. And that one turned out really nice. So I'm taking this metallic marker. This is actually a silver metallic marker. and I'm coloring the words. And I'm also coloring the heart. You see how that makes that pop? It really does show off that sentiment, made with love. So I called this video Something Old, Something New, Something Blue because, well, the new is the new wax seal, the blue is the new beads, and something old you're going to see in a minute are some 3D embossing folders that I had in my stash and 2 different die sets that I had in my stash. So I'll talk about the embossing folders in a minute. Let's talk about the die sets first. First, we have these beautiful sprigs called the Sealed Leaf Sprigs. It features 3 different leaf sprigs. I cut these out using 3 different types of green paper, so 3 different shades of green paper. I made some extras I'll save for later. And I have the sealed twine die. When you use this, you want to die cut it twice. I die cut it in blue and pink. My embossing folders, I used some pearlescent paper, ran them through my Spellbinders Platinum machine. I have 2 different 3D embossing folders. This one is called Circle Illusion. And I used the light blue pearlescent paper and the pink sealed twine die cut. And then the Beveled Diamonds 3D embossing folder, I used a purple paper and a light blue sealed twine die cuts. Now I'm just picking out my foliage. Again, these are the sealed leaf sprigs from Spellbinders. And everything fits together so nicely. And I'm just going to arrange my sprigs behind the wax seal. Oh, and by the way, the window for ordering any of the Spellbinders club kits, it'll be closing soon. It's the 6th through the 27th of each month. So if you see any of the products, club kits for this month that you're interested in, you know, the time is coming up quickly when the window will close. So just keep that in mind. I recently created a video using the Better Press of the month, Poppy Dreams, which is very fun to create with. And I just completed my stitch die cards, and I have to do a video for that. So that'll be posted soon. My products didn't come until a little bit later this time. I didn't get them like in advance of the month. So I was kind of playing catch up this month. But hopefully next month I'll be back to my normal schedule. I will be featuring the wax seal of the month, the Better Press of the month, the stitching die of the month. And then there's a couple new releases that are coming up in February that I'll be participating in. So looking forward to working with Spellbinders. I kind of like that my work with them as a social media influencer has run the gamut of everything from, you know, when I first started, I think I did the stamp and die of the month, the embossing folder of the month. Like, you know, I've gotten to work with all their products, you know, with 6-month stints. Like, that's cool because it keeps things like interesting. The variety is very nice. And Spellbinders, oh, and I also did the card kit of the month. They don't have that anymore. But the variety of products that Spellbinders offers for their monthly subscriptions, there's just so many nice, wonderful things. Okay, so as you can tell, I am just going with my tape runner. I am adhering my matte layer to my card panel, my card base. This is just an A2 card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm using my Bearly Art glue to glue the sprigs together. And since I'm working on my silicone mat, I just arrange the sprigs the way I want them to look. They get tucked in behind the twine. The twine has the circle. You just layer the 2 circles on top of each other, and then you can layer your wax seal right on top of that. And what I did was I put the sprigs behind the twine. So it's not really twine, it's paper. It's a die cut that looks like twine though. It's so super cool. Very versatile. Okay. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you all regarding the Spellbinders products. Oh, one of the subscriptions that I subscribe to is the Glimmer of the Month, which is really nice because you get a glimmer plate. Sometimes there's a die with it, and you get a full roll of the hot foil. So that's awesome. Now let me show you how I just glue everything together. I just put like a dollop of glue down, and because I'm using that silicone mat, I can just layer these stems on top of each other. Using my tweezers, just hold them together. It just takes a couple seconds and they'll stick. I mean, they'll stick enough till you can lay down your twine here, your twine die. And I'm just putting the glue on the first circle and layering that other circle right on top. And then I'm going to add some more glue and just put that on top of the sprigs. Smush it together, hold it together with my tweezers. And then put it on my Beveled Diamonds 3D embossed panel. And just hold it there for a minute. And then just glue my wax seal on top of that. It's simple. It's just a really easy to use die, and it's really cool the way the wax seals layer on top of this. Now you can trim the edges of the die, but what I do is I just fold them over, fold them under the panel. Sorry, my hands are off the camera at this moment. I didn't realize that I was off camera. Sorry about that. And then I take my tape runner and tape down the flaps. And then I'm just taping my Circle Illusion embossed panel, this light blue color. I think these cards are just so pretty and they're so easy to make. I just love this whole look. Spellbinders does have a nice variety of what they call the sealed collection. So there's like different flowers and different leaves and whatnot that you could use to go with this twine. And I think they have a new one out that kind of looks like a rope. So that's part of the new release. I think Nancy featured that on her channel. I think you color it in. Maybe you stamp it, then die cut it. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember. She does so many videos, I can't keep track of them. Okay, and now we're just taping this panel down to this one. This card base. So now we have 2 beautiful cards made with love. This could be for any occasion. Could be get well soon, thinking of you, happy birthday. I'm going to show you some still photos now of my finished cards. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope this inspired you and gave you some ideas as to how to use the wax seals from Spellbinders and the sealed products that I featured today. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe and ring the bell so that you're notified of my future videos. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked the cards that I created, and please leave a comment below letting me know what you think about these two cards. How do you think they turned out? And are you a fan of the wax seals? Are you having fun creating with them? Thanks so much for watching. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.